Hello, friends. Oh, 1 minute. I just have to start this. Okay. Hello, friends. Um, Welcome to Astro Vishaka channel. Today, I'm going to discuss about one of the series which I am running specially for Ketu along with the other planets combination. Today's combination is Sun-Ketu. Now, this is the combination which talks about a karmic resignation. Karmic resignation, which is with the eclipse on your ego, your planet in the planetary systems, which is the biggest planet, or in other words, Bap of all planets is Sun, and he got eclipse. And this combination comes into your chart. It clearly uh, interpreting that the cosmic nature, it is not just an accident, it's a resignation letter from the previous life. Many of the people will straight away say, okay, you are get a problem. It's Sun Ketu combination. Sun is your ego, Sun is your status, Sun is your soul, Sun is your leadership, Sun is your family, Sun is your glory, Sun is your success, Sun is your visibility, Sun is sunshine. So, this is a king who wants to be seen, who wants to be seen and be visible in the crowd, and that's a sun. Now he has come with Ketu. He's moving towards Ketu. What is Ketu? Ketu is detachment. Ketu is surrender. So one is king and other is surrender. Can you see the combination how it will look like? One is king and other is the king suddenly become surrendering to something, and that is where the combination comes. The combination of monk. Ketu talks about monk. He is tired of his various reincarnated many lives, previous lives, where he's been tired to be in the power authority. He's tired of whatever he's doing. He just want to run away from the current existing challenge. But we have a mind imprints. It carries the experience of your past life expressions, interests, desires, and attachments. You were in the power, you still want to be in the power. But with Ketu, so there is a spice, there is a different spice in the leadership. So combination is like a shadow king. So he may not be a Chandragupta, he may be a Chanakya. He This is because your past life you already reached the pinnacle of your authority. You reached to the top of your authority. You have used, abused, enjoyed the power. So you've been there, you've done there. So in this life, Ketu is here to say, leave this. You already ruled the world. It is now you have to rule your inner self. That is where the Ketu is pushing you inward. Now there are various life impacts. People generally take Sun Ketu is like my pride, my ego, but it is beyond many things. The vibe is a deep inner conflict you will be running whole life. You want to be successful, you want to be visible, but the moment you get a trophy, you want to throw it away. So it is not someone is snatching from you. It is like the situation will come and you will leave your whatever achievements and move on. So you are not able to enjoy your pinnacle of success in this life. Another point which always I observed it in at least, I will say, at least 50, 60 charts I've seen when the Sun Ketu combination comes. It's like father who will be either very spiritual and he's a spiritual seeker. He will be physically distant, but he will be also a mystery. Your father will be a mystery for you. So you carry the date of your personal lineage. That is the point I wanted to bring here with the father combination. Father will be either spiritual, and if your father is not spiritual and you are not spiritual, your relationship is gonna be like challenging for between father and son. Please understand how you get your father same or similar way your child will be also like with you. So it's not an easy combination. Health. Please watch out your health, heart especially, spine. Ketu can cause hidden or headless issues, the problems that doctors will be very hard to find exactly what happened to this person. And also, very briefly, I will tell you ancestral connection is coming. So please understand, Sun and Moon get eclipsed by Rahu and Ketu. These are the planets which are tying you with your ancestors very strongly. People call it as Pitru dosha. I will not say Pitru dosha. It is like you born, but you're not born only for your own desires. Your pitris or your ancestors had some challenge in their life and they missed out certain thing to achieve. So what happens? It is like you are watching a movie, a great movie, and only one person got the ticket and rest are standing outside. So they see, go inside, eat popcorn, go inside, drink cold drinks, go inside and tell me the story, what is happened. So you are representing your lineage, you are representing your people, and when you go inside, you are not just gonna experience your own life, you are going to also help to complete their karma. So when you born, you are not just born for yourself, you're born for your lineage. So that is the reason people say, what is in the surname? Surname has more weightage. You should respect your surname. That is where the Sun Ketu talks about family. And when it connects with Ketu, it talks about lineage. So you have to finish those tasks which have been given to you. So it's good or bad, we can't really express, but eventually every soul born and in their lineage they will go with some expectation from you, and that is reason you are carrying their unfinished spiritual task. So someone is like following Lalita Sahasranam, you may not be doing it, and suddenly you are, one day you feel, okay, I need to do this. It is not you, it is one of your ancestors expectations. So don't get confused that the spiritual path, deity, and my ancestral unfinished spiritual task as well. No one tell you this point. Please keep in this point in mind. So whatever, suppose you are born, you will have certain your spiritual journey. You also complete the other spiritual journey in your lineage, and that's where you can move ahead. So past life experience like you have this is because in past lives you have already reached the authority. Okay, as I previously told you, you're done there, been there. That's it. Ketu said you are ruled the world. Now you have to focus on your inner wisdom, inner self. So Ketu Sun is a good combination for a natural leader. These guys are absolutely great leadership qualities, but disinterested leader. He's saying, "Okay, I'm tired. I don't want to be." The person is like sitting behind, and someone nearly need to instigate him to action, take the action on it, and that is where this combination really acts very very smartly. But one thing is that ensure if the Sun Ketu combination is there, it is not like maybe, but it is like a compulsion to your people or your family to follow the spiritual path. That is the task. As a family you need to take it ahead. Don't take lightly, because Ketu is either you listen to him or he will absolutely karmically permanently disconnect with your people, your father, your father-in-law, your son. All these attributes will get impacted. So now let's start with what is happening in each houses, because I cannot I this is a very generic conversation. Let's go into each house and understand what exactly is happening. The first house, if Sun Ketu combination comes, the vibe will be piercing. Okay, intense eyes. He will be really interested, knowing things, and he's obsessed for running behind the identity and personal branding. But the poor chap doesn't know this is a conflict. He's running behind personal identity, he's running behind creating his own style, vibe, and he feel that I want to show this to world. The realizing is, the more they go behind this and define themselves, the more they feel they are nobody. Okay, so you will try and realize it's not gonna work. Second house is like a wealthy aesthetic. You want to be like running behind the security and family approvals and all those aspects. But the financial rift forces them to realize the true worth is internal, not the bank balance. Your own worth is your spiritual thoughts, your behavior. See, Ketu is a vacuum. Ketu is want to destroy your ego. Ketu is come here, whatever you attached. He is not going to peacefully take from you. He is going to snatch you from you, and he will be permanently telling you. As in previous videos, I told that all 12 houses, wherever Ketu comes, and this every life, the Ketu changes his place, maybe in a different location, maybe in different house, but every time you are supposed to take the new experience. Ketu says this experience is done and dusted. Move on. Move on where Rahu is there. Move on, other planets are there. Don't spend time in Ketu. He's gonna cut you. Unfortunately, this kind of planet comes, you are eventually ending up the karma in this life. That means a moksha, micro mini moksha, I can say, specific to that area, because you are already experienced it. You don't want to again go back. And culmination of all these houses and all this experience eventually end up to be a liberation path you will find. But this is the experience I'm telling for each houses. Third house is a silent warrior. He will see it, but he cannot express it, running behind the skills every time, proving that they are the smartest, to prove I am the smart, I am the best. And that is where they makes the conflict is efforts go unthanked. No one question, no one thank you, no one appreciate you, no one is showing any gratitude for your work. Okay, and forcing them that they use their hands for higher creation and not ego. So if you see, I for first three houses I told that you should not get attached to anything you want to prove. Let it happen on its go, on its experience. So, crust here, I will anyway go into fourth house, but before that, just a crust here is that don't get attached to fame, don't get attached to success, don't get attached to status, don't get attached to ego, don't get attached to pride. Because all these things, if you run, Ketu will straight away will come with Caesar and cut it. Better be let go kind of, be kind of monk. And I'm telling you, whatever you leave, it will come 100 times towards you for successfully aligning yourself with Ketu. The fourth house, you are outsider at home. You are feeling I am not from this home. And I think everywhere, I think every planet comes here, it creates that kind of similar obsession. And running behind property is a problem with these guys. And it's a perfect domestic nest. But what happens is domestic chaos is proves that the home is a state of mind on who it is, not a physical address. So that understanding you need to have as far as the fourth house Ketu and Sun combination concerned. Fifth house Sun Ketu, it's like intuitive creative. You will think the creativity. You will something people are into movies or maybe into different social media and all they're trying to do. They need to create from the intention, something from the heart while taking a bath or taking a. They are just going for a walk and suddenly realize I have to do something on this topic. I have to do something on this specific area on Instagram or maybe another social media. But how can I use it? So that is where the divine will give you idea. It is not your idea, divine gives idea. So Ketu talks about surrender. Ketu says you surrender to divine, rest things will follow you, not run behind the materialistic sun like success and as I go, as I told you. Then Ketu cuts you because he's saying your thread of decision making in this area is not in you, in your hand. It is with the divine's hand, and divine is carrying that where to stop, because a forcible stop. It is not going to be a very easy stop. So, burnout or distance from children also reveals that they are just medium of divine talent. Okay, so please understand this point. And there is a running behind legacy, but being the perfect parent is always a challenge, and that's where you faces the challenge. Sixth house is like a egoless healer. You should not, like, some sixth house is all about healing. Okay, when people come to you, when Ketu comes into sixth house along with Sun, you have to really shed out your ego, because Ketu is saying serve people without any expectation. The moment you learn you are an extremely good healer, but you start bragging about your, start marketing, or I am the best healer, I am the best person to serve people, then that knowledge, that skill will vanish. And that is the reason it is very important to, betrayal or health scare can show that the only enemy to conquer is their own pride. Sixth house Sun is the best location, but if you avoid the ego, then Sun can take you the topmost position. All the big people are with the spiritual knowledge and the kind of they serve people, they are big because they are humble, they are on the top, still they are humble. That is what is expectation of this sixth house ego, sixth house Sun Ketu combination. Seventh house is a seeking mirror, like you are ascendant and the opposite side is a descendant. You are not complete without someone criticize you. Please understand, you will always feel I am the best. I am talking on this call, you are hearing, that means you feel I'm feel that I am the best, but that's not true. There are people who in the comment give me feedback, they are my true partner. The people give me ideas on the videos, do something, that is they are trying to make me correct something. I am while talking I make a mistake and someone in the comment write, okay, this is not right, this is wrong. So what happened, ascendant descendant, husband talks, wife criticize, wife talks, husband criticizes. Not criticism is bad, it is especially helping you to grow in your life. And that is the reason Sun Ketu combination in the seventh house, don't run behind a perfect partner to feel complete, because the partner is going to detach you, forcing that the native to find their soul are within themselves. So soulmate combination, don't talk about here. These people have to learn their own thoughts. While another area I always see Sun and Rahu and Ketu combination in first and seventh house is a bit problem, because what happens is a karmic challenge. Anyway, when Sun and Rahu and Moon Ketu comes into specific axis, they create that karmic axis. Some trouble they disturb. What happens? Rahu comes in the first house, seventh in Ketu. First is Rahu saying, Rahu say, I'm self-obsessed. I'm a brand. I'm a brand. I'm a brand. What happened? You start talking with your wife constantly. I'm a brand. What will happen? Wife will say, when he will talk about me, this guy is keep talking about only self, own self. I am also there. So what happens? There is a disinterest in marriage. So this is very critical, and you need to be very careful on this aspect of it. So partner detaches, forcing the native to find their soul within themselves. So this is like you have to change yourself. You have to go step back, appreciate others, forget about others, because selfless nature comes into Ketu, and that's where you need to learn. Eighth house, I have told many times, Ketu comes into eighth house with especially with planets like Sun. One thing is there, the Sun, anyone's I don't know, the few people are there, but Sun in the eighth house, please understand, if they go and someone is dying and you stand there, eighth house Sun, the person will not die. He will not die till the time you are there, because eighth house Sun has ability to hold the soul of that dying person. As soon as you move out, the person will die. That is the reason people generally, if that kind of attachment is there, people try to get that kind of Sun in the eighth house guy. This is reality, this is what happens. uh, but running behind secrets and controlling the uncontrollable, you can't control things. You have to control yourself first. You have to learn controlling yourself. And it's like ego death. This is a anyway death place, and we talk about ego death, and sudden shock forces a total surrender to divine will. So first is the eighth house is a sadhana. It's a sadhana, means you go into chanting or you're doing some kind of I will say meditation mode. But meditation can be achieved in 12th house. 8th house is where you actually start preparing. The Mooladhara chakra is in the 8th house. The Kundalini's first point is starts from your your Muladhara chakra. You have to first start there, and that is the reason if anyone has gone through Ganesha Atharva Shishya, it is clearly mentioned the Muladhara chakra. That's the reason Scorpio Ketu is a co-lord, and that is the reason along with Mars, Ketu plays a big role in the eighth house. Eighth house is a death. What Ketu do? Ketu cuts the life. Ketu is a Caesar to cut the life. That's the reason eighth house becomes the end point of death. It is not a death, end point of death. So I don't want to go into that topic, but this is what you need to understand. Ninth house Sun Ketu is a rebel priest. He will go into question, running behind the ultimate guru. And high philosophy is the obsession for you guys. What is a conflict we see? Realizing teachers are human, leading them guru, sitting in their own heart. That is what you have to learn. Ketu in the ninth house itself creates a, a learned person who just forgot in the journey of this life of that he need to reinvent himself, especially on the religious aspect. Obviously the person initially will have a some challenge on certain aspects of Ketu where he will say you don't take interest, so you initially may not be interested, but that religious thoughts and spiritual engagement starts there, and that's where you will start building yourself in those direction. 10th house. So imagine it's a very difficult combination in the 10th house. Sun Ketu combination in the 10th house. What happens? Sun is a status, and Sun got a Digbala in the 10th house. Sun in the 10th house. Person will be definitely grow at a better position. Only Sun, even in government, he can become a class 1 officer, or in the leadership, he can become a leader in his organization, or a CEO or a vice president kind of roles he will take. But what happens? Ketu is there. He absolutely, you will be there, but you are not interested. Half the time, you are not interested. You are doing a good job because you are a natural leader. You will do great work, but you will not get attached to it. If you get attached, you will lose your kingdom. That is the point where is coming. By the way, Sun in the 10th house. Tell me if anyone have a challenge with the father, because father, 10th house Sun is the challenge with the father, and there is an unspoken disturbing life. It is not that they are bad with you or you are bad with them. Unfortunately, karmically, you've been entangled with each other to have certain kind of challenges. There is no attachment with each other. That's the problem come with especially 10th house Sun. And reaching the top and feeling empty, that happens. People eventually realizing that work is a service, it is not power, and it's not fame. As soon as you learn that, you will achieve. By the way, till end, because I am going to tell you one of the critical tip which will help you to grow in your life if you have this combination. 11th house, it's a lone socialite. You by now you might have seen my mini Ketu obsession. You can understand Ketu comes into 11th house. There is going to be a challenge in the social network. You people will not be there with you. You're a very hard toward conversation with a very few people, and that is bring creates a challenge. But Sun there, even you are not been connected with the social area, you are been very famous in your own social circle. People will know you. People will say this, I okay, I know this guy, I know this guy. And that's where the Sun Ketu combination in 11th house. One tip here, that in the 11th house Sun is there, please don't eat non-veg as far as possible. Be remain vegetarian, because Sun is your soul, and it's a karmic place. It's one of the upachaya house, one of the worst place, that is full of dark pit, full of desires. And if one get entangled in this non-veg eating and all, somewhere the soul get corrupted here. So my humble request, especially 11th house Sun, ideally you should not eat non-veg, but at least 11th house Sun should be avoiding, and even eggs as well. It's not that I can say vegetarian or whatever, that non, all those different glorified words should not be used. So avoid any kind of non-veg. 12th house, he is going to be astral traveler, running behind escapism. He just look for opportunity to be isolated. Just get the opportunity. Family members want to go out for a trip, you will say, okay, I'll stay at home, you guys go. I will stay at home, I love my own company. So heavy material duties forces them to realize them that moksha is present while detached. So moksha is an experience. People want to say, okay, moksha, who is having the experience of moksha or liberation? Only after death, correct? No one can say, okay, I have experience, and no one can say. But I think if you start living the life that this is a rental life, life is a temporary one. The moment you have got that inner awareness, your moksha experience already starts. Then you start detaching your own, even your own mobile and your own whatever you are attached for is not with you, except your soul, and even your body will not remain with you. You are the only one. You are the only one. You will go, and this journey is going for long till the time you finishes all your karmic task. And that is the reason, avoid getting attached too much for anything, especially Sun-Ketu. Don't get attached. Family, don't get attached to. And this is a wrong communication, but unfortunately I have to say that, because as much as you remain detached in your life, you remain monk, you will get everything. You are going to get all success, like the sun rahu combination guy. You will also get the experience of, but whatever you earn, whatever you reach the status, or whatever that social power and all those things, level things you will achieve, but you should not feel this is gonna go, this is not gonna be ruined with me. The moment you remain aligned with Ketu, things will remain with you stable and for a long term. Otherwise, this is going to be a sinusoidal curve. At certain point, you will have losses, and then forcibly you have to start a new work, new business, and again you start, again you got attached, you make it successful, again it will go down. So this is not what we are expecting. This is what we have to do. Now, last point before I finish is that I thought let's take one remedy which will help. So one is that you have to it's an amputated ego. It's like the ego is going to cut. In this life, you are gonna get an experience how I am strong and good. I has no value, because you are experiencing the selfless nature, and that selfless nature helping others. That is what going to count in your life. So you should be the king of roots. Connect with your ancestors, ancestral, anything shraddha or anything you are doing, or you follow that very very particularly. Ensure that your ancestors are happy as soon as they become happy, because this is karja, this is like your date, you have to finish it. As soon as you finish it, then the god or the ancestor will start blessing you. The divine will start blessing you, giving all amenities in your life, luxury and amenities and success and whatever, name, fame, everything, you will get it. When you stop seeking the validation from others is very very important. Stop seeking validation, because what happens, Ketu is a confusion, sun is a whatever, I am doing great and all. As soon as you become confusion comes here, you will start validating, because your confidence has been ampulated, it is cut, and it is forcefully cut. So you will always feel, okay, I am doing right or not, I'm not, am I correct or not? That's always question comes. And that is the reason you should stop validation. That is another one of the remedy or way of life we can consider. Your glow returns the moment you become internal. You start believing first yourself. This is a soul. This is a unique soul. This is whatever, even Ambani or any other billionaires, Elon Musk kind of people have their own soul. But you are also your own Ambani or Elon Musk in your life. So don't, never underestimate yourself. Never self doubt it. That is the first thing you have to do. And build a strong strength of sun, but utilize Ketu as much as you could utilize Ketu. Like example, someone is having a sun Ketu combination, he start hearing astrology videos, still his sun will become stronger, because he will become free, because you are utilizing Ketu. It is a very simple technique, but still it is true. Okay, and when you uh, and give and strengthen sun to be strengthened, give argya to or water to our sun, or start Aditya Hridaya Stotram mantra. You still will have that building of the sun. Sun is why we have to build a sun strong, because we want our name and our see. Sun is a pure fire. He's a very so fire has two difference. One fire is like a Mars. He will go and burn everything whatever comes into picture. Sun is very clear. He's not a malefic. He's cruel, but he's not malefic. So what is he is the pure nature of the pious fire. It's very pious fire. So it is a soul. That is the reason it's connected. What is soul? Soul is also again fire form. So it is the that purity is there in the sun. So you give arghya to sun and take the blessing of sun. Aditya Hriday Sotram. These are the remedies you can do. Your sun will start slowly stronger. And I am telling you, the people who are having Sun Ketu combination, if they start doing Aditya Hriday Stotram, I will see that at least 70-80% people will start becoming intuitive. They will become, their knowledge will come start coming. So it's like a brushing. Okay, Aditya Hriday Sutram will do the brushing on your mind and clean your mind because it's a fire. It will burn the dust and entire thoughts will be crystal clear and pure and it will come from the heart. It will not coming from any external communication. And that is the reason all astrologers, whosoever is into this form, want to be astrologer or getting into the journey of astrologer, unless they start doing the praying to the Surya Dev or Sun and Ketu, you will not become astrologer because that is a blessing. Sun and Ketu all connected with Lord Shiva. The Lord Shiva has written this entire Parashari is Guru has learned from Lord Shiva. The Lord Shiva is the main God who has given this knowledge to all of us, and this has to continue. And that is the reason people with the Sun Ketu combination they are slowly their direction has become more spiritual and the direction will become more an astrological. That's the reason intuitions become a very integral part of astrologer, because looking at combination and predicting something is not only going to work. You need to have the intuition. There is has to be a divine thread you should carry with you. Unless without spiritual thoughts and without this you cannot be astrologer, then it is all just a mathematics. That's my only point. So what I can say, Sanketu is not a curse. It's an invitation to rule the kingdom that isn't made of gold, but is a pure light. That is what I can finally say. So thank you so much. Hope you like my video. If you like my channel, please subscribe the channel. And if you love my videos, then if you love this video as well, you please like the button and comment your points. Eh, uh, Lenny Spear, thank you so much. Sanjeev, good to see you, man, after a long time because good friend, man. Okay, Ketu has not been researched enough in the modern era. How does get attention, but the impact of Ketu, both good and bad, from natal as well as transit perspective, is highly underrated. Yes, I am absolutely. Very frankly, I'll tell you, we are. This is a ocean, and everyone coming with some amount of knowledge is great. So it is a entangled. We are all entangled. Consciousness wise, we are all entangled, and that is the reason this fire or this hunger to know, which is we are not knowing. That's the beauty of this astrology. It is not just predicting. I think understanding why this prediction come when we go through all multiple such a charts and then we can able to tell. As more and more people become Sanatanis and Dharmic, Ketu will play a much bigger role in people. You are absolutely right, Sanjeev, my friend. I will tell you, I am small. Okay, I am nothing. I am just started doing this. But point is, many people don't know that Satyuga or Dwapar Yuga, where maximum people were more on them on the Ketu was very comfortable. Rahu was always considered as a devil in those times, those areas, because you will see all the Rahus and Danavs and all the story were happening. Today, unfortunately, we are no more Raman humans. We become Danavs in certain aspects because we are getting into that thoughts. That's the reason Rahu is all around us. I am talking to you. I am also one of the Danav because we are using Rahu a day and day night. What is a challenge in Kali Yuga is the Ketu. What is a challenge in Kali Yuga is not getting detached because so much of marketing, so much of activities are overwhelmed. The illusion has taken the control of ourselves. And if you see, this is going in the next level with the AI. What is AI? AI is also another level of, is Rahu is taking control at point where why people talks about Kalki to come and all other another avatar of Vishnu is coming, is because we as human beings are forgetting our roots. We are human being are running behind something which is not true. Whether you are using VR audio or VR studio, or you are using robots, we are getting entangled with Rahu. So we are true self Danavs. So we have to change ourselves, and that is only possible. What God has said, Lord Narayana, that even just taking my name in Kali Yoga, you have a opportunity to get into loot, or you get opportunity to get the liberation. So taking name of Narayana itself is good, because please, that is the way it will keep you in the senses. Otherwise, you will forget what is true, what is real, and what is not real, and you will confused in that. And then you feel, who am I? And this kind of questions comes. Who am I? That is where we are already. So thank you, Sanjeev. Thanks for bringing this topic, and really love to hear your voice. Your need to talk to you as well. But I like your comment. Be present here in this kind of streams and add your inputs. Lenny Star, thank you so much, and thank you guys. Thank you for attending this session. Look forward. I will keep doing any more such videos and such different topics. My point is that this is not making money making conversation. These are just to see that at least a small group of people come together and remain in sense of, we are no one, we are with God, we are just the the messenger, or the uh, drops of, from his ocean. We are just smaller drops. We are just here ensure that our drops remain pure, not get impure. That's my job, to see that we all, as much as we remain pure. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, and have a great day for all of you.